Hello everybody, I'm Salty and welcome back to another video on my channel, and today I'm going to bring a review of the 75302 Imperial Shuttle. This set was released in March 2021 and retails for a price of £70 in the UK, $70 in the US and $80 in €80 in Europe. This set includes 660 pieces and includes 3 minifigures, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader and an Imperial Shuttle pilot. Now, from what I can tell, this Imperial Shuttle pilot is a slightly new print. However, the Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker have been seen before, most notably in the the Luke Skywalker was in the Death Star Final Duel set released in 2020. The Darth Vader was released in previous sets because this is the Darth Vader without arm printing. But yeah, now let's have a look at these minifigures a little bit closer up. So here is the Luke Skywalker minifigure. As you can see, he is equipped with his green lightsaber that he does use in Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. There's some very nice back printing there, which you can see if the light catches him right. He's kind of reflecting his lightsaber a little bit, which is a bit funky, but I guess that's just because of how new and dark this minifigure's torso is. There's some very nice torso printing as well, no leg printing, but that's acceptable for this minifigure, since it would have just been quite plain printing anyway. He does have 2 faces, this more stern looking face, and then he also has a more smirk looking face right there. Makes him look a little bit more happy. But I personally think that the more stern face is more appropriate as he's confronting Vader about being his father in this scene in Episode 6. But yeah, now on to the next minifigure. Next up here we do have Darth Vader with his red lightsaber that does look very nice. He has some very nice torso and leg printing, which does continue from the torso down to the hips and then onto the legs, which does look very nice in this minifigure. No arm printing, and his cape is the rubber material. Taking his helmet off, you will see he does have the typical Anakin face, and he is using the dual headpiece. So there's this part and then there's the part that's actually on him right now. He has the cuts in the back of his face, and turning his cape around, you can see he does have some printing on the back there. If you look at the top, there's more of his top half design, which is very similar to the Clone Wars Anakin design, and then there's more of the robes on the back. Personally, I do prefer the newer cape material, however, LEGO makes the product, so I guess LEGO gets to decide on how they produce and sell their product. But yeah, so it's a very nice Darth Vader mould. I don't actually have any of these Darth Vaders in my collection, so I'm very glad to have one, despite the fact it's not the superior one with the arm printing. But at the end of the day, LEGO doesn't need to include arm printing on all their minifigures, so they don't. And despite including it on Vader before, they haven't this time, so I guess that's more incentive to buy the Death Star Final Duel set. That's it for this minifigure though. Now onto the final one in the set. And here we have the Imperial Shuttle pilot. On his helmet, he does have a little Imperial insignia, which is a little bit hard to see on camera. But on his face, he does have a little microphone headset on, as well as this very nice face print, which is not just an angry clone. He does have this small blaster rifle, as well as handcuffs to put Luke in, and he does have some very nice printing on his torso and legs there that does continue through his hips. Turning him around, you see he doesn't have a second face because of the small hat he's wearing, but he does have printing on the back of his head, back of his torso, which does look very nice. It's a little minifigure that is quite nice and a good addition to the set. Yeah, it fits in the set quite well, and it's a good minifigure. Not astounding, but it's a good minifigure nonetheless. Now onto the main set itself. Now this is quite a large Imperial Shuttle with the big fin at the top, so all of it won't be on camera the entire time. Sorry about that, but it's either have it at a reasonable distance or just have it super far back and then just tilt it up, which is a lot more inconvenient for recording. But yeah, so the actual Imperial Shuttle itself does look very nice. It does have some very nice design on the front here, and here it is symmetrical on both sides. Then turning it around, you can see the underside of the wings as well as the little chin bit here, which doesn't look too bad in person. It doesn't look great, unfortunately, but it's still, you know, it's what it is. Then we turn over to the back here and you can see the blue engines as well as these little guns on the rear. You can either fold them up or have them poking out. And turning it around again, you can see the other side of the other side, which does exactly the same as the left side. The right side looks the same as the left side. But yeah, so opening this setup, you can see inside here that there is not much. There's enough room for one minifigure, so you can take your pilot. I'm just going to take the accessories off of, just to make him a little bit easier. And he can just sit right in there, if he wants to go in. There we go. But yeah, he can just sit in there. He can lay back a little bit if he wants, or alternatively, I'm pretty sure you can sit the figure up a little bit. And he can just be sat in there, piloting it. It is on camera. Now this set, like the other Imperial Shuttles, does fold out, so you can move these wings down like that. And just adjust the camera. There you go. You can see. If I hold it from the back here, it does have these lovely wings. And there's it from like a front view. I'm trying to get as much of it on camera as I can. If I move the camera back a little bit, that might help. But yeah. There it is. The Imperial Shuttle. I mean, you can get that view on the box and whatnot, but just thought I'd give a little view on it for you guys. But yeah, lifting up this piece here, so if you pull up on this, you can then move this entire section back and you have access to the interior. So that's there, and that has enough room for 2 minifigs. So you can get your Luke Skywalker and your Darth Vader, and you can sit them in here, either facing the same way or facing opposite ways, so they can either face each other like that, or you can make them not face each other like that. But this does close up, and this is a pretty secure connection, so as you can see, I'm holding it by the tip and just adjusting it a little bit. I can just do that, or not. That might not be the best idea, to swing it up and down like that. But yeah, so you can hold on to it, maybe like this a little bit more than just holding the top tip. But yeah, you can. It does have quite a lot of strength in this bit. This doesn't, like, you can just tip it back by holding the fin, as the pilot just kind of makes loads of noise in the front. There we go. But yeah, so don't just hold it on this top tip, because it's only connected like here. Maybe like here is a good like connection point, you know, because that's a lot less likely going to come apart. But yeah, that is the Imperial Shuttle. Very nice set to have in my collection. Now on to my final thoughts. Before my final thoughts, I did remember that I did forget something. So if I do tilt the set upwards, you can see the underside of it. Now there are 2 spring-loaded shooters and the 3 like landing gear here, which, you know, the Imperial Shuttle is only supposed to have 2 landing gear, but this one has 3, so that's, you know, an inaccuracy alongside the chin bit, which a lot of people complain about. Now also there is the fact that if you push the set to the side, kind of does that, because it does have the 3-point landing gear, so it's not incredibly sturdy. Yeah, and also spring-loaded shooters, you know, you press on this grey bit here and it shoots. So if I just kind of, yeah, it does that. So yeah, so if I just put that back, it makes it look slightly nicer. Oh, this is a little bit fiddly. I am just completely destroying this sound camera. How much can I destroy the Imperial Shuttle before I get annoyed and throw it across my room? Who knows? Not me. Now to my final thoughts right now.